Listen, I don't know if it's true information, but they're saying that Nigeria becomes the first country to ban white models in adverts. Okay, I don't know if it's a true information, but so as I was talking to my cousin, I was like, "Do you think it's a good idea?" I don't know. Like, because we cannot complain about diversity in France or in the UK or in the US, but that back then in Africa we don't want white models in advertisements. He was like, "Yeah, but we are there, so out of maybe we have to put a statement so that our people stop thinking that to save themselves they have to go to Europe, and we raise a new youth that believes in staying here and etc." And me, I was like, I believe personally that the best way to do that, if I was in the government, I would set up a fund of 20 billion. I don't know if it's too much, or 5 billion, 10 billion, let's say 10 billion. I would set up a fund of 10 billion for creators that are local and that are creating local and are building something for the local economy. For example, a movie that would be as good, not the cute African movie with bad actors. No. A movie that has like, and maybe the best African creators could come back from Europe and the rest of the world to come work on the movies, because they would be paid seriously, because you would have a fund of X billions. And when you want to make a super production type Black Panther or a comedy, romantic comedy, or an action movie, or a thriller, something, but that is made in Africa, shot in Africa, made by Africans, and paid like if you were in America. So if you're a big actor, you get maybe $1 million for a movie, or 10 million for a movie. If you are a director, you get paid X, and you get like 100 million to make your movie, or 200 or 300 million to make your movie. If you are even a small actor that nobody knows, you still can live from being in a movie, or doing a series like like those 100 episode novella, but with amazing quality that rivals Netflix, rivals all those companies. And that would be local production that would do that. When you have a TV station, you also have an incentive, because you are getting paid to not show American movies. You can show them, but on prime time, you show us our movies from home that have the same quality, but that are in our language, and they go watch the subtitled version. And they don't feel like they have to go watch American movies, because our movies are as good. And in our movies, we can show our culture, and we can show art that looks like us. And it will make people not have this dysphoria in their head of who they are, because they all want to be Americans, like we used to be when we were kids. We all wanted to be Americans, because back then all the superheroes were white Americans. So it also comes to us to have to do our part, because we have our heroes, but there are singers, the Burna Boys, the Koffi Olomide, the this and that, the Kayshas, but we don't have, like, when we have a great athlete, usually he leaves because he gets paid better outside. So if I was a president, in all the money that we generate, I would make sure that we have a fund for that, to help creator create the best version of X, and find people that are outside that would love to come here, but they're like, I'm not gonna get paid there, like, and they come and they know that, boom, and make sure that there's no corruption, like find the best way to do it, and then have movie theaters that funded by the country, put them all around the cities, so that when there's a movie, it gets showed to us, like they have in India. When you have a movie, like some people are superstars in India, and nobody knows them here, and they don't care because they're showing their stuff for them, and they are also showing their own culture there, and it goes to what people understand. We all have Americans who are trying to push their culture to everybody else, and they are just pushing. And some countries, they understand. China or South Korea, for example, they use the soft power of entertainment, movies, BTS, boys band groups, etc., etc. But we don't have that politically. We don't do it politically. We just, we see entertainment as something that is not serious. Well, actually, listen, everybody of my generation, we grew up watching Rambo, and we didn't realize it was fucking propaganda for the Americans in Afghanistan. But when I watch again now, I'm like, yo, are you really? Yo, like, all their movies are full of propaganda. And so now it became woke propaganda, but before then it was propaganda for we're the best country in the world, we're the savior of the universe, we're gonna save the countries, look, the Mujahideen, like, watch Rambo 3 again, you're gonna laugh your ass off. Personally, instead of discriminating for other people as retaliation, I would actually, do a fund. Then I would make sure that it's respected and people are paid, not people get the fund and then they just buy themselves a house. Like, I would have really, I would try to make it in the best world, of course, because corruption in our country is crazy. But I would make sure that when that money has to go somewhere, it goes there, even if the government has to pay directly. So let's say let's forget about the flow of money to people. Let's say it was in a perfect world, people get their money. I would do that and give incentive to people to really do local stuff. And it would not be about skin color. It would just be about, let's show people that we can do it here and you don't have to leave. Because listen, when you think about all the African actors that are in the US right now, it's only Ghanaian, Nigerians, and Liberians, maybe English-speaking countries, maybe Kenyans a little bit, because the Americans, like, they still believe Africa is a country. Like, they probably believe that Wakanda exists. For them, like, they have those free countries, and they just believe that Africa, they have Afrobeats, maybe Amapiano, and that's it. Oh yeah, Davido, Burna Boy, that's it. Like, they don't have a clue of the amazing talent that we have in Congo, Cameroon, Gabon, Benin, Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique, Angola, like Kenya, like Sotisol, like Sudan, like East Sudan, South Sudan, like now North, like Eritrea, like I don't even know if they know those countries, like Swaziland, like, you see what I mean? Morocco, all these places. Like, we have a continent that is vast, full of talent, but we don't know how to use soft power and push it the right way. Listen, if I was not busy doing what I do, I would run for president and I would fix things, but I'm not interested.